crimes. Even as late as 1984, when the Queen and her husband stayed at the President's Palace, the Indian orthodoxy, political orthodoxy, went to the pains and expense of getting out all the vice-regal furniture, dusting it down, and completely remolding the premises just for her, just so they could feel like they were in the Raj. So it just goes to some extent that if the Queen is being received in this sense, why on earth would she want to apologize or address previous colonial crimes? And most recently, in 1997, visiting the Jallianwala Bagh, even her words were placatory, and yet they didn't go far enough. And I'll tell you why. Even though she addressed the Jallianwala Bagh massacre directly, and she spoke to its shame and its regret, at the same time, her husband, Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, at the same time as she was lamenting the horrors of Jallianwala Bagh, he was doubting the body count. Prince Philip, if your viewers do not know, was enlisted in the Navy at the same time as General Dyer's son, Ivor. Ivor, he had thrown doubt on the number of those killed at Jallianwala Bagh, and Prince Philip had taken this as gospel. And it was something he reiterated time and time again, even at Jallianwala Bagh himself, pointing out to the Indian spokesperson who was showing him the grounds where the bullets flew, saying, "Isn't that number overstated? I've heard that it is overstated." So my point is, Sharon, that even though the Queen went some way to address colonial crimes of the past, she was always negated by the orthodoxy that surrounded her. Even her husband, that immediately dispelled any notion of truth. So what happened was that she was in a position of such incredible transition. She could have been a peacemaker. She could really have drawn a line under so many pains and horrific, episodes and chapters, but she chose not to. She chose to be the nation's darling and to be an admired, lovely lady with a great deal of dignity and class. And that's a difficult image to dismember.